Hello and welcome everyone, this is Blackadder at Blackadder's Place. Welcome you to today's stream. We're gonna be right now going for a bit more The Settlers, since we have finished with the Dune 2 Atreides campaign last time. And before we're gonna be heading into the Harkonnen, let's have a bit of a different game after a month of Dune 2 on the Mondays. And well, last time when we were playing before that, then we finished with mission number 18, if I remember correctly. Right now we do have code for Blade.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be mission number 19. And apparently we're gonna be having only one opponent here. Well, I guess you might just as well start and see what the mission is gonna be bringing us this time.
Yep.
Okay, so that doesn't seem like a bad start. Looking at the wood line, the stone, the mountains. Kind of expecting we're gonna be having some problem with the mountains. Okay, so we need to be getting as quickly as possible here. And what else? Well, we potentially could be having a few manufacturing plants there. Okay, let's kind of not waste them too much. And we should be also checking how much we have for resources. 80-40, we're having plenty of everything. So I don't think that's really any kind of problem.
Yep.
On that. We cannot go to the top, we can go there only like... Oh, it's a bit of a question. How much do we want to go there? Probably this one.
Yep. Yep.
To the left and to the bottom. We'll probably build this already.
Yep.
Okay, so that's gonna cut off and let's start building. Having plenty of resources, so we don't need to necessarily wait for anything too much.
Yep.
So, are we gonna be placing the stone masons? We're having plenty of stone to the bottom as well. I'll be liking him exactly like in this spot somewhere. So far, I'm kind of liking one lumberjack about here to begin with, to basically clean up all of these things around.
Yep.
Gonna be probably destroyed a bit later. No. Probably this way, rather. And... Can I actually tempted to not have a sawmill yet, because I don't exactly know where we're gonna be making industries and where they are going to be. So I would like to be basically holding up and on and off on that a bit. We possibly can.
Yep.
It's gonna be another one, and next one is gonna be straight to the top here. Okay, so I will be really liking stonemason somewhere about here, so I'm gonna be waiting until the lumberjack is gonna be cutting through those trees. Next one is gonna be somewhere to the bottom, and yeah. And he's having quite good position on wood. The stone, he's gonna be cutting that. I'm expecting he's gonna be actually having some stone mine, because otherwise he'll be not having too much of it. But it's gonna be all about what he's actually gonna be finding on the mountains and where. I'm kinda thinking maybe there's gonna be a bit of fight for the mountains here. I'll be certainly liking if you could get in enough ground here to maybe get a guardhouse here, but I don't think that's gonna be possible. And there's also probably gonna be a bit of a challenge with the mission, I expect. Some good resources on this mountain in the middle. And he's gonna be attacking this guardhouse all the time and everything like that. I expect that might be the case. And that would be really a bit challenging, I guess.
Yep.
But nonetheless, in the meantime, we need to be kind of preparing here everything. To be getting as many soldiers as possible, as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's gonna be cold here apparently on the right side, so that's nice. And how many hammers do we have? 22. We have really a lot of resources, but I'm kind of thinking maybe the people are gonna be a problem. Getting enough. This right now reminds me that I was, because during the week, watching the interview with Volker Vertig, basically the creator of The Settlers, and it's rather impressive how the games are made back then, and that this is like almost a one-man job. He coded it all in assembler, which is like the language that is directly communicating with processor and everything. So, like basically the basic coding language, so therefore the most efficient possible. Yeah, well, that was a bit of a chance for that, but yeah, of course he's gonna be here a bit faster.
Yep.
And he also got help obviously for music and for graphics a bit, but otherwise, basically the whole coding and how it works is all his. Quite nice iron in here, nice. Okay, so hopefully that's gonna be one to the bottom. Yes, exactly.
Yep.
That's excellent, that's exactly what we need and want. I'm thinking we can be just going straight through here. Well, it's gonna pick a better route, apparently not.
Yep.
So let's do this. He's gonna be, of course, blocked. He's potentially gonna be able to get a few more things here. But hopefully it's not gonna be that bad. I probably need to be right now reducing this for the time being, so that they have only like one soldier into these.
Yep.
Okay, so this is apparently where we are gonna be seeing smelters and blacksmith. That's gonna be somewhere to the bottom here. That's rather good to know. I'm really liking this position for the stonemason, because it's gonna be able to get everything around here. Okay, so we need to be also moving forward to the top side. Okay, we can get this.
Yep.
Now that is extremely important, that it needs to be heading into production as soon as possible.
Yep.
It's really excellent. It's really excellent. You're gonna be having plenty of mountains to the left side. You should be probably heading towards a bit more of them like here. And I'm already looking at maybe a secondary lumberjack somewhere there. But for that we need to be getting a bit more ground here. I'm gonna be waiting with this one in the middle for once we're gonna be finishing with those two. Also right now a bit looking where we should be eventually preparing with some storehouses and everything. Now we're gonna be having plenty of big buildings through the bottom here anyway, so I think you can just connect how it's gonna be going.
Yep.
I don't think that's much of a problem.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a really good mountain. This is a really excellent mountain, so it's gonna be pretty great. And this one should be really ours at this point, that kind of control to the top. And to the left nothing, but we can... do we actually need to be going this way? I don't think so. This is also looking like a good farmland. I'm probably gonna be waiting until this is gonna be finished and then moving a bit more into the middle. I don't necessarily need this ground because not much mountain and just a desert. I don't need that. That's gonna control what we do and how we do it.
Yep. 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 Yep.
These icons on the right side, right next to the shield, should be reminders, if I remember correctly. When you're gonna be reminded when you should be saving. At least that's how I understand it. Maybe I'm wrong. Certainly possible. That's how I, if I remember correctly, always perceived it. So far the resources we have enough. 71 wood, so we don't need right now the sawmill, but we need to not to forget about that. That would be a right proper disaster if we did. Okay, they are both home. Yeah, okay, so they are both home. At this point then we are gonna be scouting, thinking about like here into the middle a bit. Oh, this is kind of bad position on the side. Let's kind of go into the middle here. We can just connect straight into the castle. We're gonna be destroying the road later anyway.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
No! One extra maid. That's not what we wanted. Well, wasted one extra villager. Nonetheless, we can be right now sending him, for example, like next to here again, I guess.
Yep.
So that we're gonna be properly scouting this part of the map.
Yep.
I'm gonna be having very weak soldiers here. It's something I don't like too much. Usually a bit of a problem. And there's another patch of coal.
Yep.
Let's send you back so that you can potentially go into another road. And you're gonna aim in closer to the position where I want to build our lumberjack, or lumberjack stonemason rather. Okay, so it's gonna be control here. Right now we need to be controlling this part.
Yep.
And we should be also gonna like getting a bit more temperate
Yep.
with where we are gonna be going as far as ground control. So right now I really just want to be controlling him to the right. To the left he's too far away, so it's not gonna be too much of a danger. He's gonna be like creeping in maybe through the top. Be fine. Seems like this mountain is gonna be full of coal. Like the whole of it. Whole lot of it. Okay, good ground. And do we need to follow through here still? I kinda think that we need to. Just to basically control what he's gonna be able to do. Let's build another one. Was there a better road here? Oh, kinda maybe was. Oh yeah.
Yep.
There was a bit better road here.
Yep.
And as we have talked, we are right now gonna be making one into the middle here.
Yep.
Which potentially could be connected straight, but so far we don't exactly know where. And I'm looking at a lot of big buildings here. I don't exactly want to screw that up. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be just trying to connect it to this one.
Yep.
This way. Okay, so we get this. We cannot go to the top side still. And as we said, we also want to be moving a bit more into the middle here. It's gonna be this one.
Yep.
That we get the proper ground.
Yep.
And plenty of woods at this point, absolutely everywhere. So once you're gonna be getting this guardhouse, you're gonna be able to build lumberjack maybe somewhere. Like maybe even there would be a good one. But you also need to be positioning one to the left here. So I think we can already start with this one.
Yep.
One hell of a road, but still, so that you can fix the grounds a bit. And here I'm like in about like exactly this position. So you're gonna be having to wait until the guardhouse is gonna be finished. And one is at home already. It's actually already gonna be second one. Okay, so plenty of coal. Not much else than a coal here as well, it seems like. So let's check out this part of the mountain here.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Okay, so far having only a bit of coal. And I mean, like, actually, how's it looking like at this point? You might be even able to control him. Seems to be having a barren mountain. So if you're gonna be able to control this coal here without him encroaching too much, maybe you're gonna be able to block him reasonably well. But I'm expecting he's gonna be having plenty of resources about like here in the middle. And we cannot exactly block him there, because he can only encroach through the bottom. Through the top we would have to be going difficult way. And no. Maybe we could like rush him that way. But I don't exactly like working that way here in Settlers. Even though we were kinda set up with a lot of resources to begin with, so maybe Doesn't have to be such a stupid strategy altogether. Unless we're looking like a coal mine about like here, to be honest. And plenty of coal mines all across here. With the iron mine, I'm kind of thinking this is gonna be only one iron mine here. So let's already prepare it. You can see it's already a small deposit here, small deposit there. So right into the middle. And more iron to the left. So far I'm impatiently looking for gold. I would like to start with that, if possible, as soon as possible. And where is gonna be the farming? I kinda said this is looking kinda solid for that, so I'm thinking once you're gonna be finishing with this guardhouse, it's definitely looking like a farmland. How many can we have? You're having 4 sites, so can be having up to 4 farms. And really kinda a lot of resources and tools and everything for this mission. Kinda strange. Considering there is mission number 19 already. And the past missions were getting more and more difficult. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice one. Double hornies and a capper, or rather crapper. Apparently this is really quite a rich mountain on iron deposits, so that's really seeming like to me that it's gonna be good for smelters, like at least one smelter there, second there, blacksmith somewhere towards the castle. That so far seems rather logical. Maybe you could be even having smelter to the... Maybe... No, actually when this is gonna be cut off, you're gonna be probably able to get really good... Right now thinking how to do that. Because we should be taking into account that we're gonna be having also the iron to the bottom and coal here on this right mountain. It seems like we might be having like 1-2 mines here to the top. So looking like to me, could be having 2 smelters there, smelter to the bottom and blacksmith to the bottom, so that we're gonna be taking the coal from this mountain and we don't have to be carrying it over, like across the castle. So that we don't have inefficiency problems. Random stone. Yeah, this one maybe is gonna be even getting destroyed. Okay, so there we go. Can we actually build something here? No, we cannot. And just cannot. Like literally. If somewhere it was moving just a bit further, we probably would be able to get it. Nonetheless, I don't think we need to be right now continuing to the bottom just too much yet. Don't think I need to be building yet. The lumberjack here still, and therefore we need to be kind of keeping an eye on not wasting too many spaces here of the big buildings. Or... looking, maybe you could be putting sawmill here, because we're not gonna be probably making too many things there. This is gonna be only coal carried over. I'm looking potentially at storehouse, but it seems like those routes are rather solid. And hopefully plenty of the coal we're gonna be able to manage to send it through the other venues. Because if we build smelter here, we build smelter here, it's gonna be having to carry iron across. Now hoping they're gonna be carrying... No, yeah, we're gonna be making blacksmith somewhere here to the bottom, I'm thinking. It's much more likely with how we are so far going around it and about it. So 9 new soldiers. We are about now going to be having a few guys already in. So we can just right now go here to give us a bit more info where exactly we should be putting the mines. Okay, good iron. Good iron indeed, and it's looking like gold mine about like here maybe. If there are gonna be big deposits all around here. Okay, that's fine. That is reasonably fine. We're gonna be getting probably like one lumberjack somewhere into the middle to clear up all of those trees.
Yep.
And then this is gonna be where
Yep.
the farmland is. Yes, it's looking really good for farmland. Liking it quite a bit indeed. So that's gonna be also meaning some production capabilities and facilities here, right next to mine. So this is looking like a bakery to me.
Yep.
There are gonna be probably piggy farms here to the right side, so I'm liking this one for even like this one.
Yep.
For slaughterhouse. Then I'm thinking we're gonna be having mill here. Okay, the piggy farms we said. So there's gonna be like one, maybe... No, that's gonna be probably like there if we can. Not exactly, but... Well, in that case, let's build a piggy farm there.
Yep.
And here.
Yep.
Alright, one there. So 3 piggy farms should be fine here. You're gonna be looking at about like one farmland here.
Yep.
Once it's gonna be cleared, it's gonna be pretty sweet. Second, about like... I don't know, there may be somewhere. Like there, I guess.
Yep.
And third farm about here.
Yep.
And we're gonna be having lumberjack here to the right side somewhere as well. Here.
Yep. Yep.
Right, so that you're gonna be having also access potentially to this one. Don't want to be putting it a whole lot more to the bottom there. You should be still having plenty of access here. 4 access. You're fine on that front. And you can see he doesn't have absolutely anything at all here. So far we are blocking him rather well. That's a lot of coal all across. So it seems like coal mine there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really looking like a coal mine here as well. Literally here into the middle, like for example there.
Yep.
Maybe even like here could be one, but I don't think so. Gonna be having the one here, there. And there's gonna be like one exactly here, it seems to me.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I was looking at the swords and shields. 45 more soldiers. I want to be just making them as soon as possible, so they are also gonna be improving as quickly as possible as they can. And we have this one. Alright, so we kind of wanted to position lumberjack about like there. I think it's gonna be a good spot.
Yep.
No, don't have to be making such a stupid road. Let's right now put
Yep.
this up there. And right now it's basically just a decision if I want to be having the smelters top or the blacksmith top, so what's gonna be like better? There's iron here. The smelters are taking a bit more coal than the blacksmiths. So I'm gonna maybe like in blacksmiths here. Smelters through bottom somewhere, like there. You know, like you can be making one blacksmith here.
Yep.
Second right next to him. So it's gonna be two blacksmiths there. Potentially a third one here to the bottom if we want and need to. Coal, you're gonna be having coal mine there, then mines here. So it'd be a whole lot better to basically avoid the castle clutter, to have the smelters to the bottom. So that's what we're gonna do, smelters are gonna be here. And therefore to the top, we're gonna be pretty much free to do whatever we want. I mean, this could be quite easily a smelter as well, no problem with that. So I'm kinda guessing this could be sawmill quite easily. No. Yeah, kinda why not? Let's build it so that we have that one.
Yep.
It's a literal ton of resources here. Really good spot indeed. So I'm kind of looking, we cannot place any kind of mine here too much, but there was still a bit of... No, there's a coal there. Alright. There is a coal there. Therefore, it's looking like iron mine about like here. That's gonna be probably like one iron mine here, second to the bottom. Looking at all of this, I'm thinking this is gonna be a safe spot for an iron mine. The second drill is somewhere here. Maybe there. Probably here a bit more into the mountain, I'm expecting. Maybe slightly better. Okay, so let's do that. You can also... Oh, can let him finish. He's gonna be done with it all. With all his prospecting. With one being home and therefore can be sent, for example, here. Really? You wanted me to call you to this menu? Huh? Okay, so actually those are some kind of reminders on what you click. Aha! So it's not exactly like only for saving, it's gonna be for... You can somehow control it and program it. Huh. Interesting. Interesting indeed. And I'm thinking we could be already starting with the farming here. Let's start with the first one. You do have the resources, but you also need to be waiting a bit patiently right about now to get rid of this tree so that you can get the stone mason at the best spot possible. It's gonna be there. Not entirely the greatest of roads. That shouldn't be that much problematic. And now where do we want to connect you? This is gonna be of course getting destroyed a bit later, so I think we need to connect you straight.
Yep.
to there. Let's already go for a bit of efficiency. Oh, Calastelia, thank you very much for the raid. Hope that everybody is gonna be enjoying a bit of settlers here in a proper retro style. Now the first real-time strategies and kinda like slash kingdom management, supply chain. So it's a bit of a mix, of course, between like real-time strategy and something like Caesar a bit. Quite a unique game, obviously. I'm expecting that many of you are gonna be knowing that if you are retro gamers as well. And he has already gone home here, it seems. So this is looking like a quite a good spot for one extra coal mine, if we need it here on the left. And he's already having Kepras, and he's moving so far to the right, which he doesn't seem to be anything at all. Oh well, great. And you were playing first ones as well, or other ones? I saw someone earlier playing Settlers 2, maybe it was actually you. Oh, so Settlers 1, Amiga version. Right now playing the PC version, even though originally I played it on Amiga. Finished all the campaigns, but it's going to be like, at this point, I don't know, 16, 17 years back. And I finished all the campaigns then. So right now I'm on mission 19. Slowly going through that. Last mission was quite difficult, as far as finishing, because I needed to be attacking castles. So that's usually quite a prolonged affair. And it definitely was. Took about like 2-3 hours to just take around the castles. Now, hey Jinx. Welcome to the stream here, and I'm just right about now waiting for finally Mr. Lumberjack taking this 1-3, because I want the perfect spot for a stonemason, because it should be like literally in the middle, able to take all those stones. I need to be a bit careful about the resources, still 26 and 54. We have started with a lot. On mission 90 we have started with tons of resources. So I only have to be assuming there's gonna be some kind of catch later. Like, I don't know, he's gonna be getting improvements faster on the soldiers or something, I don't know. But so far he's having a really bad position. And he have a really good one. But he seems to be missing gold so far. So maybe that's gonna be the catch somewhere. Okay, so they are already home, 2 of them. No, actually all 3 of them. Alright, so let's check out this part of the mountain. And this is apparently barren. There's nothing there, but I'm slightly curious if maybe there's something on this little part. So let's send the guy here. Because sometimes in the later missions, if I remember correctly, there was something to be mined. Even though at the starting missions usually not. A bit later, there sometimes was something hidden. Yeah, I'm playing at the SVGA here when I can. Otherwise I'll be of course playing on the original as well, but since it's available, don't have much of a problem with that. It's at least actually, when I think about it, it's feeling kind of similar when I was playing on Amiga. Of course on Amiga it was much smaller point of view and everything, but it kind of feels similar as compared, as like basically in combination with today's technology, as opposed to what I remember back then on the small monitor and everything. It's feeling kind of similar, even though it's completely different, obviously. More iron. No, I would be kind of liking to get the gold, really. So far I'm having a feeling that's gonna be the catch. Yeah, for the mission. You can see the gold is there. We can get there though. Okay. We can get there and he cannot stop us. Yeah, because he cannot... I mean, like, if he's gonna be making guardhouse here, he's gonna be just getting into like half of the mountain, so we can sneak in. There's gonna be another guardhouse there, another there, and we have the gold. So that's where we need to go. Ah, perfect spot for our stonemason is in. Thank you very much. Where do we connect? There? Probably. But I'm already gonna be probably establishing the smelter, because you want him here. But there are gonna be probably some big buildings a bit more to the left. I don't think I need to hurry all that much. Just remember that potentially a flag here would be a good idea. We can. And yes, we can.
Yep.
24 stone, that should be still fine for plenty of buildings. So I'm kind of guessing this is something that we expected for a coal mine. I'm looking if I should be already establishing it, because I don't want to be overburdening this one road with the food processing until we're gonna be ready to really send it into the mines. Yeah, of course farmland is gonna be taking a bit, but obviously we do have some stockpiled bushels of grain and some flour. Okay, I kind of think it can be starting with at least a bit of some kind of small part of the heavy industry. So 1 and 1, gonna be starting with that coal mine there. And this one iron mine. So that's gonna be connected directly. And how's it looking with builders inside? We have only one mason home. We might want to wait a bit until, for example, the stonemason is finished, so that we don't waste villages that we so far need for the soldiers. No gold, really? Only a small one. But better than nothing. Maybe there's gonna be something better here. Alright. You have my attention, game. That's one hell of an awesome road. Oh, somebody's going to abuse us here. Okay, so I think you need to be putting at least one guardhouse there. Which might be a bit late. But maybe it's gonna be still working out. Who knows? So that's finished. So right about now we should be probably just waiting with the other things. So that we're gonna be having good service into there. As they tend to be sending resources like the stone and the wood a bit more into the economical buildings first. Like for example the farms and things. I'm kind of thinking they're actually having some priorities for that. That are not entirely random. Because it feels to me, from the gameplay, that I really do prefer, for example, farms and such, as opposed to building guardhouses. Guardhouses are usually like the last ones to be made. And it's sometimes quite frustrating. Okay, there's actually a big gold here. And that's gonna be needing probably a gold smelter there then. Let's make this road a bit better. Quite good piece of gold, but with how it is he has so far built up, then he could be potentially having one gold mine here. AI usually hates destroying his own roads and flags, so I don't think he's gonna be able to get anywhere nearby the big deposit. That's gonna be ours. Once you're gonna be on the Roman here, that's quite a solid waste, unfortunately. Oh well, not much you can do about that, but nonetheless, chance he could be probably having only like one gold mine, which is good news, and otherwise he's gonna be having a bit of coal, but iron seems to be evading him. Which is rather excellent news so far. And here or there? Doesn't matter, we've already made it this way. So let's keep the flag here. But usually it's better to be having the shortest part right next to some kind of crossroads. And in the middle having the longer part.
Yep. Yep.
So everything seems to be going rather well at this point. Don't foresee any kind of problem. Problem could be potentially with this guardhouse in the middle, which is in quite an important spot. And unfortunately it has 3 creepers, so that's probably something he will want to be abusing. Therefore, like, the coal mine here is nice, but it could be really easily destroyed, unfortunately. So I'm kinda maybe tempted towards, especially since this is gilded, towards this one. But yeah, well, we kinda know that just need to be remembering that there is a coal mine that you want a bit later once you're gonna be having some better position there. Okay, so he's having already wood, stone is on the way. He's having keppers. Stone is on the way. The first one is probably gonna be here. Second, third. Oh well, that would have been this would have to be going there. Which I kind of doubt. I think it's gonna be coming into the piece. Maybe actually it isn't. It kinda depends when they sent it. Because those two were waiting to be landscaped. So therefore maybe it could be even like this double coming for the guardhouse. And if it is, and this stone is coming here, then we should be in the clear actually. Okay, maybe actually we are gonna be fine in the end, which is a bit surprising, but that would be quite a solid bonus to get this protected.
Yep.
Okay, small gold, so it seems like that we're gonna be having the one gold mine just exactly here. Probably not much point scouting more, and it's looking like one huge iron mine exactly there.
Yep.
Yeah, seems like we're gonna be fine. Which at this point means that you can be also switching into building the mines. We should be right now having at least a few builders inside, so let's just go for this one, probably this one for example. Doesn't matter entirely too much. This one, that's one hell of a road though.
Yep.
One hell of a road. So that's gonna be one coal mine here for the time being, and certainly right about now this iron mine.
Yep.
And it's quite an unfortunate road here, but since this is quite a solid crossroads, we probably should be putting the flag closer to that for a bit more efficiency. There shouldn't be all that much of traffic here. It's gonna be just a bit more from the coal mines. And we might have to a bit switch over the roads. Like from the bottom there, and so that from here we can go straight into the coal mine. Might be slightly better maybe.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna be quite a nice guardhouse. With apparently double, maybe even triple Romans. Double Romans and a Kepler, that's nice. And in the end they actually send it into the more dangerous one first. Oh, well, luckily it doesn't matter too much. You're gonna be getting this position covered. No problem. And I'm also potentially looking at... Now that's a bit of a question right now, because this is not like the greatest position for a storehouse. I mean, like, it would be easing the pressure of sending everything into the castle from the mines and potentially from the top side and everything. You're gonna be having another road somewhere here, like for a bit of a direct path. But if you made a storehouse here, then some of the shields and swords could be going and redirected there instead of into the castle. Therefore we could be hamstringing our ability to get new soldiers. Yeah, it's a bit too close to the blacksmith there.
Yep.
And he's still having only cappers. So it seems that our tactics are so far working rather well. He's not gonna be exactly all that prepared for what we have to offer. Yeah, so that's nice. So far we don't need to be protecting from the top side. So there's no need to be moving ahead on this ground. It's gonna be getting a bit back, but that's no problem. That is no problem. Can we get another pea farm just there? Also connected to the top.
Yep.
So that we get all the wheat from this one farm there. And that was the last time piggy farm was here, so let's probably finish with that as well. And we are on the gold. So how many mines can we right now make? We can probably make like one here. I think that might be even like enough. Because we cannot... No, maybe we... If we build here, we're gonna be getting like a bit more. Just kinda slightly wondering if it's all that needed. Because it's quite far away from the enemy ground. And what that means is that you'll be sending weak soldiers and you're gonna be having better chance protecting that. So I actually don't think it's all that necessary for us to push to the left too much. So I'm thinking that one gold mine here is gonna be good enough in combination with this gold mine there. Established the second blacksmith already, and that's gonna be connected probably somehow straight here. I'm expecting.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. That's looking reasonably fine. And how many trees do we still have left for you? This one here in the middle and those three at the bottom, it seems. It's gonna be exactly what's gonna be like your lifespan, and you're gonna be moving somewhere away. Really? Such a stupid road, really? No. Gonna be probably having to change this somehow. And why is there no carrier here? Oh, because he was there. Alright, now I understand that. Okay, so you need to be right now switching this off. Because we need to be somehow better connecting. Maybe we don't need to be cancelling this mill. Seems to be a really kind of stupid spot for it. Probably connect there. And this way. Right, you can do that.
Yep. Yep.
That and that. Okay. Seems like an idea. This is gonna be a slaughterhouse if I remember correctly. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So everything seems to be rather well set up at this point here. But what you also will be needing to do a bit later is connecting this side to the left side. Or potentially moving the iron there as well. But nonetheless, you can be in the meantime building just another mine right next to it here.
Yep.
And maybe even with a coal. I have 9 pickaxes with 2 starting miners, so we don't really have to be all that squishy or anything about making more mines all across and everywhere. Doesn't seem like that's gonna be any kind of issue. Seems to me that they're actually so occupied right about now that they weren't able to get even the walkers here. and carries into this one road. That's rather unlucky and unfortunate. Because that's right about not gonna be significantly blocking this part of the map because you don't have any kind of connection that is really connected. Quite a solid deposit. Potentially even like a second gold mine here. If you need to, but I'm thinking this one is gonna be good enough. Right, the second one there. So I'm thinking maybe you could even establish that, but how's it looking with carriers and potentially free buys? Because we don't have any kind of builders yet. There's gonna be one finishing just about here. One is still needed here. Okay, so that was the last builder coming to the left. Was it the new one or the one that went in? Yeah, it was the one that went in. Need to be still waiting for a few new carriers and loafers to be born so that we can have proper connections. Look at this guy who's having significant problems actually getting all the wood back there. Because that was a problem before when we were actually building this mine. We cannot cut this road in half and apparently they don't have enough free people to be carriers. Right now he's stockpiled quite some lumber. Yeah, we need a carrier here. For some reason they are just going all kinds of ways in there to the top. So far this is actually finished. This one who is right now moving ahead is probably gonna be coming into this road. But then boys, the priorities here are certainly all kinds of wrong. Right now they are having the correct idea sending the wood through this. But unfortunately they're missing the carrier here. I'm almost starting to worry that maybe he isn't glitched out somehow. Actually, it doesn't seem so, because finally there is an extra new guy coming forward. No? Okay, finally. So the connection is established, so right about now nothing should be stopping with all of this coming forward.
Yep.
And And therefore you can probably right now connect the gold mine. Or shall we connect this stupid one? I mean, we might maybe you want to connect this one first because of the proximity through food sources. It's gonna be a bit easier. I'm gonna be connecting everything slightly better, so let's just do that first. Be also a bit closer.
Yep.
Let's do that. So let's connect you here.
Yep.
Let's probably stop the soldiers for the time being, because they're also eating the few new guys that are actually born, because you already do have quite a solid production. Probably should be a bit more careful about that one, and maybe you should be making some better connection for exactly the iron bars on the bottom. Like a bit more direct one.
Yep.
That one, and basically avoid this part here. Maybe it's gonna be helpful. I'm really getting more and more worried about this guardhouse. That really is one that's gonna be cutting quite deep. Maybe he's gonna be attacking that, and he really likes to be attacking exactly those strategically and economically important parts of your territory. And unfortunately we cannot just basically replace soldiers, because it would be just completely utter disaster with how we are right now clocked on the castle, and he will be just probably instantly using the opportunity. We need to be waiting for him to be himself sending soldiers home, then he doesn't have enough to man properly. And then we're gonna be having an opportunity to do that. Hopefully. Gonna be having enough time for that. And looking at all of this, you should be right now able to also connect directly to this part of the map, and then we're gonna be connecting also there, somewhere to the top side here, for example. All the food resources. Apparently cannot avoid the hill. Okay, that's not good. It's not good either, because you're gonna be blocked on the flag there. So maybe we need to be taking this route.
Yep.
And it should be right now connecting directly there as well. That's exactly why we'll have the space here.
Yep.
This is gonna be a straight road, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. All the carriers. Having quite a good army in here already. Those 6 Romans, that's quite a good replacement. That might be helpful somewhere, but thing is that we really need to be somehow increasing the rate at which we reproduce. Because so far that's a bit of a problem. Maybe that's actually a bit of a challenge of the mission. That we don't produce new serfs all that quickly. But so far really we are struggling with that. 3 new ones here, so is everything right now done properly here? Maybe we could be just starting with a few flags here and there. Like for example, like here. And in a few places like these. Yeah, that's what I kind of was clicking here on those, so that's probably why it's right now calling me to all of that. I don't know exactly how it works, those alerts, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't think they are all that we need them all that badly. But well, apparently it's a bit of a feature here. I never really used too much. Maybe he's gonna be able to place a mine there, or a field into that position. As it seems like this guy's gonna be almost finished. He's gonna be having some rather forester there, but he's not gonna be able to go that far away. So I'm thinking once he's gonna be clearing up like the border, then we're gonna be getting rid of him, so potentially there could be another field. This guy seems to be refusing to go all the way to the bottom for those extra trees. It's highly unfortunate. But there are plenty of fields around anyway. You can see plenty of ground to the left that this left farmer is not even using. So not like we needed too much. Three there, so at this point let's get a few more people into this long road. Okay, so you should be right now proceeding with another coal mine. Which one should we establish at the bottom? Let's gonna establish the one through the top one. I really don't like that too much. So let's establish this one then. A bit more to the bottom. And you can probably right now connect directly like here. Probably a bit better out there. We could have connected directly there and then connected it differently. Yes, let's do that. Just gonna skip it road. Do this and from here. This way. And you can probably right about now connect also through here. Now, there are those big buildings here. Potentially one of them could be still a blacksmith. But so far we seem to be doing quite nicely, so I'm thinking we might just as well do it like that. And there's gonna be still the one building. I mean, like, he wouldn't be able to place more than one, so it might just as well be this. It almost seems to me that this lumberjack is gonna be already done. Maybe this is still him? Oh, that seems to be more this guy. Maybe he's gonna be still getting bored one day, and this one maybe is gonna be still in his range. Otherwise, I think he's more or less ready and done. There's gonna be 2 coal mines and this, so I'm thinking maybe even like this coal mine could be established already. Also. And maybe it doesn't have to be going that stupidly, it can be going like here. So you're gonna be able to also supply right now this, and potentially even that. This is working out nicely. Gonna be carrying the food into this mine and potentially even the one on the left into iron mine, I expect him. So hopefully they're gonna be avoiding going through the castle. And yeah, he still hasn't found any kind of access to iron. I mean, like, his probably supposed access to iron should be coming like through the right side. Or maybe he's gonna be quick enough through the bottom, but it really seems slightly weirdly designed, this mission number 19. Maybe it's supposed to be some kind of respite or something, but it really seems weirdly simple so far. Considering the last missions were getting really increasingly more and more difficult. This one is certainly so far looking quite easy. Well, maybe he's gonna be just, of course, switching it over once he's gonna be attacking this guardhouse and then taking everything by storm. I mean, like, we don't have too much of a strength, 28 only here. So... all kinds of bad things could still happen to us. But right now we need to be definitely putting up gold as the highest priority for carrying. So that really needs to be at this point. We need the gold as soon as possible. No need to have anybody shafted. Yeah, right now having quite good production facilities and capabilities on top of that, so I'm thinking no need to be really limiting that, just basically wherever it goes, it goes. The game is doing quite a good job to sending it everywhere, even when you are having something a bit closer, so no need to put a hand into that. And finally, you're gonna be stockpiling a few guys, so that means that you can be right now perfecting our roads. We're probably gonna be fine with this one strong guardhouse here. Don't think we need anything more. And he is though closing through the bottom, interestingly enough. There's not any kind of important ground here, so I don't exactly mind losing this too much. The stone we're not gonna be needing anymore. Okay, so let's improve the roads there. There and then. So for example here. This one probably we don't need to all that much. There's only that one lumberjack and that's gonna be pretty much it for the time being. Maybe even for the rest of the game. Okay, so where do we build the second smelter right now, I wonder? Closer through coal? I'm kind of thinking maybe, yeah. Because the iron can be carried from the left side, but that's not gonna be that much of an activity there. You're having much more activity here, and if you can be kind of cutting it short and a bit more effectively through bottom with all the coal, I think that's gonna be helping the castle. So I'm thinking that the smelter could be like... Not exactly there, I'm thinking like here.
Yep.
Let's build another one. Probably let's connect to the bottom here.
Yep.
This part. Seems slightly better to me. And we might also like directly connect to the top side at this point.
Yep.
And we're probably gonna be needing another gold smelter somewhere to the left. As well. So I'm thinking that it could be just as well somewhere about here. Or maybe also close by, like a bit more to the bottom. For example, when you're gonna be getting rid of this stone, maybe there's gonna be a chance for a big building there. Doesn't seem so. But I'm just kinda looking for this to just ease on the coal mining yet again. We have a main guy already. But nonetheless, let's kind of already establish also this gold mine exactly. So that we can tap that, and is he sneaking in? No, he's not really. So it's not exactly taken yet. So he's gonna be seeing what kind of ground he's gonna be taking. Shouldn't be too major problem or any kind of loss, but he's already sneaking through here. And it's potentially dangerous to this coal mine, maybe even the iron mine. So that has me slightly, ever so slightly worried, maybe. Oh, fun is on the way. And he seems to be exactly heading into the guardhouse that I would be heading as well. We got actually one promotion there, that's rather sweet. Yeah, he's definitely heading here. Oh well, that's gonna be quite a bit of fun. Let's see how we're gonna be able to hold on. Because that if he takes this, that's at least those two destroyed, probably even those two. I'll be expecting. He might have to really take it back. Or rather attempt to take it back. Luckily so far he's attacking with the weakest soldiers, so that's kinda alright. It's apparently not any kind of major frontal assault. Thing is, right now the replacements are gonna be getting a whole lot better for him. Maybe we could slightly trick him here. By sending soldier home from this guardhouse. They will be sending only the weak one. So it won't be all that much of a help there. But he should be probably right about now putting this to good. So that he cannot continue with the one to the top side if he wins. With this one. Definitely doesn't want that, or don't want that at all. It's gonna be coming here. No, that's a significantly important part of the realm as well. So that's fine. First guy is dead. Reinforcements are probably gonna be quite far away to come in. Okay, it's a victory. He's dead. Why are they sending yet again all kinds of crap soldiers everywhere? Oh, I never really understood how this works. It's really strange, but yeah, well, how it is with this game. Seems like the Roman is actually the reinforcement. Maybe he's gonna be getting there in time. That would be rather sweet if he did. He's gonna be having the time right about now for that, it seems. It's not gonna be there in time to disrupt him. But we are having right now two fights. Hopefully one of them is gonna be working out. Because this one isn't. Oh man, if this last guy is gonna be winning this, oh, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Oh. Okay. Fingers crossed for the crapper. Yes. 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 God damn, you're a hero. Well, you're gonna be getting at least really good soldiers there, so the situation is resolving itself by random luck rather incredibly well. So two Crapper and Horny gone. But they were able to defend that, so right about now two Romans there, it's gonna be pretty nice. Gonna be hopefully making it a whole lot more challenging for him to attack. You can see right now he's not sending two strong soldiers outside either. Even though he's having some Hornies, or rather some Romans and Cappers, he's also sending Hornies. So he may be able to hold on rather well, and he really is refusing to work on those two trees. He should be having them in range, but apparently since we have plenty of resources in stockpile, he's not entirely too motivated to go that far. I actually wonder how it properly works, because it seems to me that once you are low on resources, some of those like the lumberjacks or the stonemasons are willing to go a bit further, especially lumberjacks, than they normally are. So there might be some kind of connection like that. Okay, and that also means that we can place the coal mine here finally, because this is gonna be suddenly a whole lot safer. Okay, and the second then... No, probably like here.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be the second gold smelter, and well, since this one is gonna be probably still keeping supply in this one, gonna be even the second gold mine to supply the one to the bottom, I think. Bit of a shame that we actually cannot attack back. I mean, like we could, but we would probably lose horribly. Similar to him, even when you'd be sending strong soldiers. We really don't have that much of a strength here. We really don't. And we haven't really prospected for a long time, so let's gonna check out what's, for example, in the middle of the mountain here. Just for the fun of it, to see if maybe there's something hidden here
Yep.
that he could be interested in. Yeah, that's alright. This next one is gonna be, yet again, encroaching on this. I'm thinking this is actually gonna be threatened fairly soonish. Okay, we can attack that from those two, which are still quite far away. Liking to be attacking with the strongest soldiers, since we are playing a bit kinda like hardcore. Don't want to be a safe scum in it. Even though of course we successfully could. Since we can tell, for example, when the battle is gonna be won or not. There's only a limited number of animations, and you can basically tell from the beginning how it's gonna be ended, how it rolled. Okay, so he's right now sending soldiers home for what kind of reason? Is it only replacement or because he doesn't feel he has enough? Well, nonetheless, you can probably do the same thing, maybe? Okay, there is a gold here. So that was where he was probably supposed to be going as well, for the gold here. And we kinda were faster than him. And so we made the game a whole lot more simple for us. Okay, so far it seems like that he's only recalling guys all across. And he is significantly congesting himself with how he has built those roads, which is of course quite helpful as well to us. It's gonna be giving us more and more time to get prepared for him. Yeah, sending the big home, let's gonna do the same.
Yep.
gonna be really all that simple for us either, but hopefully it's gonna be improving the situation all across the border. Yeah, having a few, especially for example this one is getting a bit complicated and a bit risky. This one doesn't matter, but this one in the middle, that's certainly quite a huge risk to be having weak soldiers there. I would certainly welcome if they were actually sending the Romans, for example, like here, instead of into those. Yeah, that's from the bottom, that's alright. Don't really mind at all, that's nothing important for us here all that much, so no problem. This gold is fairly interesting. No random gold mine in there, but nonetheless, the other mines seem to be working well. We are having really big deposits everywhere, so not much of a wonder that it's producing. How did the stonemason actually find himself here? Seems like he wants to be going for this stone, but he's having problem getting into this one hex spot. So he unfortunately has to be having a bit of a look around. But right now we should be getting there. Yeah, to start the animation. It's gonna be one of the last stones here. He unfortunately cannot get here because we have built him a guardhouse there. And he needs to be starting the animation exactly as he could have seen. From like the, what is it, southeast. From the southeast in there, and therefore this one is gonna be here for the rest of the game, but he still does have about like 3 trips to this one to the bottom. He still does have some work there to be done. Yeah, next Roman here, nice. And it seems to me, looking at all of this, that maybe he's not even replacing that, maybe he's just basically recalling because he doesn't have enough soldiers. Which would be making the things a whole lot easier, because obviously that would be meaning that we shouldn't be having that much of a trouble finishing him off, since he's not gonna be getting new soldiers. And looking at how he's having only coal, not any kind of iron or anything else, doesn't seem all that impossible. Maybe there's gonna be having something here on this little mountain, or maybe he's gonna be going well enough into the iron there, but once he's gonna be potentially moving that direction, we should be having enough time to stop him at that point, because he's already gonna be gilded, having strong army. So, think we should be fine. So are we right now finished with all the replacements? Because are we potentially like into the second round? 7:30. Actually thinking maybe even recalling those guys. Just so that we have a few stronger ones. So let's do that first. That we don't have to be changing them over as well. It's gonna be a few Romans coming back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And horny from here. So 4 Romans coming back, it's gonna be good. And this guy's gonna be almost finished. It's one, or rather next to last, I think. It's one, and then I'm thinking this one is gonna be still in range. Well, considering those stumps here, definitely. Maybe on this one. That's a bit of a question. But nonetheless, we certainly can be making another, but like here.
Yep.
Probably already should.
Yep.
You're not gonna be needing the resources that much. You can see having right about now about like 100 wood with 50 stone, but still. He's moving there, and yeah, as this stupid guardhouse already right now encroaching here. It's not entirely too great. You might be right now, for example, checking here if maybe there is another source of iron here.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So you can send 4 soldiers in. Are we at least like single gilded, double gilded? Single gilded here, alright. Oh, that's not too bad. That's actually legitimately not too bad. This guy's probably gonna be having a bit of a problem with food. So it might be a bit challenging for the economy to transport everything all across the realm for him. So far though he's working rather nicely, but I'm thinking he's gonna be striking rather soon. But he's gonna be working on the next one to get at least above the 50% plan. That's nice of him. That's double gilded there. Double gilded. Double. Single. And nothing. Seems to me this is gonna be a spot for a gold mine if we need a bit later.
Yep.
Single gold, no gold. I'll be certainly liking if they send one extra gold here into this guardhouse. That would be really excellent if they did. And he's already striking. Not having enough food, but he got past the 50% plan. And there is a bit of extra iron here. Actually, I think I'm gonna be risking it nonetheless. Let's do it. Let's see, maybe we're gonna be getting insanely lucky. But man, is that a ton of coal? Like, seriously. Seems like the iron is gonna be just basically spreading from this mine all the way to the bottom here. So even if you're gonna be losing this part because of the gunners, we still should be having a chance for, like, I don't know, iron mine there. Because otherwise we don't have that many sources. There's one extra source here. So we are not controlling these parts too well. So I'll be definitely liking if you can be taking this guardhouse. That to be solving a whole lot of problems at once. But quite frankly, not being optimistic, even though we have grown at 43% already. And he shouldn't be having anything but keepers, still. Yeah, exactly starting that way. So that's quite probably gonna be costing us a few dents into our score. That's better. Actually, if we manage to get this guardhouse, he's right now losing his life in there. Let's continue since we have already won one battle. We'll be getting in a whole better position to assault him altogether, because these all are gonna be in range of basically one attack. Of the shortest one. So that will be making things a whole lot simpler for us going forward.
Yep.
So can you win it? Who's coming out as the replacement? So far nobody. But right about now... Oh, the Roman is coming in. Okay, that's kinda bad. Nice, nice, nice. Victory. That actually went a whole lot better than I thought. He still lost two, or rather 3 soldiers, but it's a victory nonetheless. And a very important one to keep everything going as it should. So this is gonna be giving us quite a solid buffer to our base of the economy. It could be still encroaching like through here. But we're gonna be in good position to block that. No, excellent. Excellent.
Yep.
It almost seems that that's some kind of like random deposit of iron in the middle of all the coal. For some reason. Here's the thought. Maybe we could be just basically trying to be risky. And go straight into his middle, even though we don't have... gold here. We do have good soldiers. And you can be doing a lot of damage, and because there should be weak soldiers in there. Let's try it. It shouldn't be too dangerous. As he really doesn't have that many soldiers anywhere, so he shouldn't be too adventurous and attack in. So let's see, maybe we'll get lucky. This one is a bit further. Could I be maybe going here and then there? But yeah, well, kind of feeling that this one could be a bit more dangerous for him. Need to be getting there in time, and it seems that so far there are plenty of people walking around, but there's gonna be approach route from here. Now there's a capper. I was hoping there's gonna be like a horny there. So this might be slightly backfiring, but I think it was worth the try. So what about the second one? Maybe as the victor from the guardhouse there. Ah, both losing. Yeah, well, it was worth the try to see if maybe you're gonna be doing something a bit more. Apparently not, you're gonna be getting the 2 Romans there anyway. As a replacement. But he's gonna be getting captured here. That's rather encouraging. Gonna be making things a bit less worrisome. A random iron mine, and of course the coal mine somewhere here. Right next to it.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, everything seems to be working well, so I'm thinking we're gonna be ready for the third blacksmith as well. So let's build that one, and we can just straight the path now. Do we have him? Yes, we do. We still have one extra axe. And that was the last one. But nonetheless, there's gonna be another guardhouse right now moving forward and ahead already. And he's recalling soldiers all together, so he has absolutely nothing anywhere. Okay, so he's screwed. No, maybe we could try this as well. Are we double gilded? Only single. Stonemason is done. Okay, so there is something to say about this, but maybe you can just basically wait for him to be producing the guardhouse and attacking that only later, but I don't think this is actually gonna be close enough to be for the strongest soldiers, so maybe it doesn't make all that much of a difference if we go in there or here. Main soldier there. Nice. Okay, this is almost finished. Let's gonna try attacking here.
Yep.
Maybe it's gonna be working out. Thing is that this is a guardhouse a bit later, so I was kinda worried maybe there could be even a Roman already in. But that's not the case. Maybe right now losing one of those. Hopefully one of the Romans is gonna be finishing it up. He's kinda trying to sneak in through the bottom. I don't think he's gonna be having enough ground though to the top. Be able to maybe even like threaten the gold mine. I don't think so. It's not going too well. So that was a bit of a waste of soldiers. Gonna be having to wait a bit more until we have better strength, and of course we are gonna be gilded properly everywhere. You can see it was somewhere on the way, the gold. Only 49%, until we get in a whole lot higher, about like 100. Well, I'm not certain what it exactly is, but it should be like representation of how good morale we have, you know, the soldiers. It's gonna be already second gold. This is though very tempting. Just to basically cut into his heart as quickly as possible. Try attacking here. Let's see if right now it's gonna be making some kind of difference when you're gonna be attacking with the freshest soldiers. I think you can right about now put the gold into priority to the bottom here as it was originally. So I don't think we really need to be getting more of it. Right now you should be producing just fine with what we have. So no need to prioritize it just now. Oh, Roman here. Oh, well. Well, that's gonna be a bit of a challenge. If I remember correctly, there should be a Kepler here, because there was another Kepler coming in, and here as well. So I'm hopeful that even if there is a Roman here, the others might be a bit more easier. Yeah, it's gonna be on the loss. They probably need to be waiting for the soldiers to get a bit more and better motivated. You know, the Roman here to the top. And another guardhouse getting made. I mean, like, we can also be attacking, for example, this one. Problem is that it's gonna be quite certainly double gilded, and I'm not all that interested. As this one, yeah, pretty much the same situation as we were talking about it. It's still not gonna be close enough for the strongest soldiers, but what we were talking about here is that this would be definitely challenging. There might be just only like a horny. I'm expecting, maybe not even anything all that better. But looking how it's going so far, the fights for us, I don't think that we can actually really win it all that easily. Maybe we could just right now replacing, for example, a few dudes here and there. Probably can.
Yep.
Let's send home a few of the hornies and get some replacements while we can. It really doesn't seem that you should be too much threatened at this point by him. He's really gonna be completely skilled, you just cannot get into any kind of good resources anywhere. And apparently this one little mountain is barren, and he's gonna be looking into the top one. So maybe if he's gonna be having some kind of iron here, then we would have to be launching some real assault here and try to take it from him, because it would be just potentially opening a bit of a can of worms, which we don't want. So let's see what he finds here. Oh, well, he gave up on it rather quickly. Seems like he's not gonna be having anything there. Which is of course good news for us, as it means pretty much no threat from him. And how is looking with the supply? So far coal seems to be fine. Iron as well, so kinda thinking that we are good on all the mining. Don't need to be producing anything too extra. Everything seems to be working fine. His gold mine is running out. That is something expected, because it was only one deposit. This one is gonna be here for like all eternity. We have a secondary gold mine potentially already here. Yet again, not a huge deposit, but nothing small either. Romans, that's gonna be maybe a Roman there as well. Main guy, a Roman. Nice. Nice indeed.
Yep.
And already at 60, like 49. Yeah, it's kind of expected. This is gonna be still fine, but the next one should be about like here. Be yet again threat. So how's it looking with positioning there? Not too well. We can be attacking here, so let's attempt it to see if there's really only a capper as we expect, maybe something more. We'll be really liking to get there somehow to stop this. I mean, like, this guy is on the way home anyway. Doesn't matter much. Battle's not going well at all. Like, at all. Nice! Now that's a victory. That's what we call a victory. Let's send 2 soldiers there from further away. They're gonna be there at least faster than the replacements, or the replacements something like sent from the castle. And that's gonna be right about now putting a bit of a dent into his plan. You can see he's gonna be even having the road disrupted. No. But I would be liking to risk the main soldier against a Roman that we know is there. Not entirely. Not really entirely.
Yep.
Maybe could be even making another bakery here. With another mill. Because the mill seems to be really overburdened. Yeah, the piggy farms, they are gonna be eaten to the full, but they don't really eat it all that much. They've been lasting with it for quite some time, so I'm thinking maybe just to have this going a bit better. Let's do another mill. Oh, where? Like here? For this one? Just make it here. They're not going all that south. So I'm thinking this is gonna be fine.
Yep. Yep.
There'll be a second mill in there. Exactly in this spot, and so far the miller is gonna be, well, the baker is gonna be fine, but maybe a bit later we're gonna be making him a friend there as well. It's a lot of guard houses at this point, really absolutely everywhere. Well, that's usually what's making it a bit challenging to be finishing with the opponents, as they tend to be quite tenacious. But at the same time, they're gonna be having only one guy everywhere, so once you're gonna be properly gilded, this is just gonna be some disrupted road from this takeover. Then there's usually not much of a problem with it. We're gonna be having good enough morale, we are growing really rapidly, 68% already. But I'm thinking that's gonna be for the next session, because still looking at all of this and considering that we're still gonna be having to wait until we have good enough soldiers, I'm thinking it's gonna be taking another session. I'm expecting like 1 to 2 hours at least. Before it's gonna be all done. Shouldn't be difficult really, but it might be still a bit of a challenge to get rid of all of those Romans and everything, because it's really problematic be killing anything at all for the time being for us. And as you can see, he's gonna be having plenty of guardhouses everywhere. It's actually going on everywhere here. Is he even attacking somewhere maybe? I don't think he can attack. So what's going on with those weird soldiers moving this way? No, that was strange. It almost seems like this was still disruption from here. Okay, soldiers being sent. Alright. But that's gonna be into guardhouses. That's not in here. I was just kinda slightly worried if maybe he's replenishing. He's having 3 right now, finished alright. Nope. I'm gonna be right now getting real with myself. I'm not gonna be giving you the satisfaction.
Yep.
You're not gonna get the satisfaction out of me. That's what you like to see, 100% everywhere. 90% here. 80% there. This is gonna be 72. 38, yeah, he was already struggling before, so he's gonna be probably getting, or starting to struggle more and more. But this gold miner at 100% right there. And holding on the 100%. I'm gonna be getting some bread for that. So another one is also on the way. Okay, the stonemason is also finished here. Just finished the last of the stone in there. Apparently they are right now gonna be encroaching on us more and more. We're gonna make now losing a bit of ground there. That's okay, and it's still too far away to be having some kind of easy access to him. All the way to the left, that's still fine. You cannot build anything here. He might be able to build some gunhouse there somewhere, maybe. Not entirely 100% positive, but I think he might be able to. Somewhere about like here. Maybe even there. But they shouldn't be giving him still any kind of green ground here. It should be just giving him a piece of the desert. And therefore, not much of a problem. This one is gonna be a bit more annoying. So kind of tempted to be at least having a look here. Maybe there. Be gilded everywhere, right? Yes, we are. Okay, let's have a look here, because we know there was... We know. I hope that I remember it correctly. We know that there was a capper here. So let's try to stop him from doing this. I'm gonna be getting the main guy into a fight. Hopefully, he's gonna be the one to win it. Otherwise, it could be a dent in the statistics if he's gonna be killed. Which are really getting quite out of this realm at this point, since he doesn't produce any new soldiers and we are producing for a long time already. Otherwise, for territory, he's slightly better. For buildings as well, but soldiers are those that matters. Rather, that matter the most. Okay, so that's 2 from here and 1 from there, alright. If he could be actually getting this one, that would be allowing us to attack a whole lot of guardhouses from the shortest position and distance, that would be quite nice. And victory right on the first one, great. At 76% already here. Okay, so that's this problem temporarily solved. He can be... No, this is no man's land actually. I was thinking maybe it's just part of his territory, but no. There's a little border in there, and that could be leading into maybe him even being stopped from pursuing any kind of extra move ahead. And how's it looking with potentially stonemason somewhere here? Not entirely too great. I mean, like, this position would be probably the bestest. And not the main soldier, right back. Slightly worried though he might be wasted there. Because once you're gonna be attacking here, that's gonna be probably from there. Or two of them here. And it's gonna be meaning that one of the strongest soldiers is gonna be kept in that one. No, not great. But nonetheless, this victory, as we have apparently even freed this guardhouse, that was the one that was even attacking here, it seems like that might be maybe even cut into a session. Monday sessions are always a bit shorter, even though we are starting earlier. Still, yeah, there are other things that I kind of need to be doing for the communities, especially of the Age of Empires and Age of Mythology variety, and other things. And for our YouTube, for example, and things like that, need to prepare videos, for example, also for RTS League. So, I hope that you enjoyed this bit of a part, an establishment of what's probably not going to be too difficult next time. I'm expecting, so it really shouldn't be that challenging. But still, it's gonna be probably taking a bit of time, maybe like the whole session. We're gonna be seeing how quickly you're gonna be able to take him down. But nonetheless, if it's going to be too quick, maybe you're gonna be able to. Well, just start a new session, or the new mission. That will be number 20 already. But let's save.
Yep.
And, well, I'll be seen after. And yes, so we basically left off here with the knowledge that the opponent is not gonna be really all that dangerous. It should be just a kind of calm cleaning up. Thing is, that might be taking still a bit of time. Yeah, he's having a lot of guardhouses everywhere, and we're not exactly too strong yet. You can see all those guardhouses in all kinds of places. He's even right now still moving towards our mines here. But then again, he's not having any kind of access to iron. Oh, he just cannot do anything at all so far. Therefore, this mission is not gonna be all that difficult. And it was already kind of established at the start of the mission here that we're not gonna be having too much of a problem. So it's kind of weird, because so far the missions are getting increasingly difficult, but here maybe they just didn't expect that the player is gonna be really heading that quickly somewhere all around, especially to the bottom. Maybe they expected that actually red is gonna be coming there. But yeah, well, those mountains are certainly quite great, and overall, like the placement, plenty of big buildings. You can see you're not even gonna be too cluttered here, as you don't have all that many hills, which are usually a problem. But yeah, well, plenty of resources, and you don't really have any kind of problem with that. You just could be using a bit more shields actually being sent in. But you can see right about now we actually are getting slightly cluttered. Potentially put like a storehouse bar like here, so they can get these dividing it between those two. But at the same time, if you did that, then we will be having a bit of a problem. Now with this replacement soldiers, we'll be getting, for example, to the bottom, we will be getting really weak links instead of the better ones from the castle. So I don't exactly want to do that too much. But otherwise, you should be seriously gilded. So that's something that should be going our way. You can see we are even growing on the strength. So maybe it's not gonna be really all that long to finish today. Still a few trees here. Could we potentially get in like... So can we get the stonemason in some kind of good position? Maybe like even this is not too bad. But I would much rather actually even about like here. because that could be then allowing him, for example, to go even all the way to the bottom here. And this is looking like a pretty good spot, so once you're potentially gonna be taking this, you could do that. Problem is that, yeah, there's gonna be a Roman in there if I remember correctly. And we've not killed it here yet. But we're having plenty of main soldiers already around here. And 6 altogether. So I'm also kinda happy thinking maybe we could be just sending everybody home. To increase the rate of progression. And apparently make... Oh, probably about like here, there's a bit of a hill here. Can be making a flag there. And this gold mine, that should be slowly starting to run out. But we do have another one all the way to the right. It's quite a good deposit as far as I remember. They seem to be able to supply everybody with gold quite fine. Iron is also fine. And gold seems to be just alright. Everything seems to be working rather fine. No problem. And since this guy is quite obviously not going to be coming all the way to the bottom, I'm kinda tempted to maybe just get rid of him. Or maybe he's enjoying his place in the middle of the fields here and there. So, we don't exactly need all that many resources, so why not keep it how it is. And let them stay at their places. Kinda thinking though maybe just to basically stop him here finally. So that he doesn't take more ground even. No, cannot take that. Take this. Or take... attempt to take, that's better. Actually growing rather quickly. Right about now, so I'm really thinking maybe this doesn't have to be really that long as I was expecting last time around. I think I was expecting about like hour and a half, something like that. For finishing this mission, maybe it's gonna be even shorter. Well, if it is, then we could be having assigned to another mission, but there's also another plan for today. And that is that after 20 GMT, so in about 2 hours, there's a chance for Age of Mythology live match, tournament match. So I will be seeing if I could be streaming that, if it's actually gonna be going on. So, kind of would be like ideal scenario if this was taking about like exactly hour and a half or something like that. And then we could be later continuing with the Age of Mythology. It'd be really great if it worked that way. Okay, this one is gonna be gilded. I think this was one of the first ones. I'm going quite far away. I mean, like, look at this guy. He's going all the way from here there. And this dude is too lazy to go to these trees through bottom. Oh well, you know who actually is earning his bread and who is just... well, not doing anything at all. But anyway, we need to be doing something about this. Or need, should. Just to make it a bit simpler. So I'm thinking... it's gonna be coming also from the top side though, that's a bit unwieldy because you don't have gold. Okay, so you are in the middle here. I'm thinking this one should be closer. I'm gonna send first.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so let's send 2.
Yep.
Maybe both from the bottom. The next one will be from here. Don't want to be wasting the main guy since he's not gonna be gilded yet. Now let's hope for the best. Roman, unfortunately. No, well, not exactly unfortunately. He's actually gonna be winning, it seems to me. In which case, you could be sending it to an extra guy there. Yep. It's gonna be a good trade-off and pretty good position for him to be at. Alright, so that worked out nicely. If I remember correctly, another threat was potentially to the mines here to the right, which is something that you wanted to also avoid. You can see all those guardhouses here. Can we take this on? No, we maybe can. Can I be getting the guy Roman? Let's gonna see if we can do that as well. Should we come in both from the bottom here? Are we gilded? Yes. Times 2. Let's send all 3.
Yep.
Maybe you're gonna be getting lucky. As I would be definitely liking to avoid Romans in too many guardhouses here, because it's gonna be making it a bit challenging. And wait a bit longer, as you'd probably be losing way too many soldiers into that. Excellent. So it seems to me that actually, I don't know if we're just right now getting lucky, but we are winning the battles right now quite easily. We're growing that quickly here. We're already at 89, so maybe we are. In which case, it doesn't have to be such an impossible task. We're finishing rather quickly. Let's connect this. Yeah, it's no problem. It's no problem yet. As the gold is still on the way, but it's gonna be right now getting there. But unless I was kind of looking potentially at stonemason right next to this one. Thinking there's a solid chance for it somewhere close by. No, it'd be like in a bit more somewhere to the top, so guessing a bit later. That was a mistake. Okay, so let's build flags and then we're gonna be redoing the road. It's not too great. Can we avoid the hill? Yes. That's much better. Much better. And why are you exactly sending cappers, guys? I mean, like, not like it matters too much here, still gonna be having 2 Romans in their attack, but still, you have this here, so no need to send those. I'm gonna send in a lot of other resources back at this point. I'm looking, for example, at the wheat and the breads as well. They're not sending everything just to the mines. So I'm kinda halfway thinking maybe it could be just making a storehouse somewhere here. Just to catch all of this. So that it doesn't have to be going through castle. I'm thinking, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Hopefully they're not gonna be sending all that many swords and shields into there. Build a storehouse here. Thinking it will be making things a bit simpler, a bit easier for all of us. So hopefully it's gonna be also, for example, getting the coal from here, if there's a surplus. Which so far doesn't seem to be exactly the case, but maybe a bit later, who knows. What I'm hoping for is that we are gonna be able to get rid of all of that wheat. And therefore, it's gonna be a bit easier to get the swords and shields into the castle there. I'm also kind of wondering if maybe like straight road here, like there, would be also helpful to basically make sure that they don't have to be going with all those iron bars all across. But it almost seems to be that actually this one on the left is supplying this blacksmith, so it will be always going that way. And those to the bottom are supplied by the ones to the bottom here. Okay, so this situation to the bottom seems to be handled. Right now we might be wanting to try and prevent him connecting to Magir. And stop this nonsense. I'm thinking, let's have a look
Yep.
how successful we are gonna be with this fight.
Yep.
96% already, we are really growing quite quickly. He's really growing low on the soldiers, but kinda no wonder, we are right now having hundreds of them. Can see 130, 150, 200, more than 200 soldiers at this point. Nice. Nice. Okay, so you're gonna be right now moving two main guys from this one. That's definitely good. Hopefully it's gonna be getting only like Romans in there and not any kind of mains. You don't want to be exactly wasting that spot there on the map. And we might be getting finally the placement that you wanted for the stonemason. It was about like here, if I remember correctly. If we build it there, you should be still having enough room to start the animation for this one. So yeah, I think this is a good spot.
Yep.
Okay, so let's build this. Therefore, you can also go home because you're gonna be needed later somewhere else.
Yep.
And there's gonna be one main guy coming back, and the second is gonna be stuck there for all eternity, unfortunately. Oh well. And it almost looks like a good spot for a lumberjack, like for example, like here.
Yep.
Let's build that one as well. When we are at it.
Yep.
And do we have a lumberjack or do we need to... We don't have axe, we have one lumberjack here. Yeah, that's the guy actually who lost his home to the right side. Okay, so he's gonna be just moved there. And looking at the advancement at the right flank, might want to call that as well if he can. Can we attack here? Yes, he can.
Yep.
Let's do it. We are very much liking to actually stop him from expanding anymore. Because the more guardhouses he's gonna be having, the more annoying it's gonna be to finish. Oh well, really? Holy crap, I completely missed this one. Well, that's gonna be this mine gone, I'm thinking. Yeah, right now, no, maybe we can still do something with this.
Yep.
Okay, let's send in. Maybe you're gonna be lucky and this one is gonna be catching him on the way. Because you can see the road is not too good for him. There's a good chance you're gonna be able to block him off. That was the other fight, got them in there. And it's actually a victory here as well.
Yep.
Good. It seems like that at least one of them should be meeting him. Okay, so that's this one. It's gonna be a victory. Now that's excellent. Hopefully right about now they're gonna be at least winning. They're gonna be going into double guild from not being the closest, but that was sneaky by the AI. Okay, that's only a capper. Nice, and a win. Okay, so this is not gonna be a threat anymore. Great. Great news.
Yep.
So I just enjoy all the burning. Yep, screw you. You're not gonna be doing this to me. And maybe we could rebuild lumberjack somewhere here. No, maybe a bit more north. Maybe like in somewhere in the middle, but apparently there's no space for him there. Let's place it here, so that he can be taking also the few trees to the top side.
Yep.
And for that we're gonna be needing to free one. I'm thinking, for example, this one is a good candidate for that. They're gonna be replaced and rather sent somewhere else, as this is the very first one that we had, and I kinda like, for nostalgic reasons, to kinda keep them in their spots if you don't really necessarily need them. That seems to be working quite fine, as this one is gonna be right about now not under threat. Yet again, main guy wasted.
Yep.
And that's a one hell of a road. Okay, so that seems to be right about now that he doesn't have an idea of going topwards yet. It's probably gonna be coming a bit later, but I would be very much liking to stop this. But for that we need the gold. Apparently you're gonna be getting gold here. So maybe taking this one is gonna be good enough. We can manage that. You can see gold is on the way. Here we should be double gilded already. I'm looking at taking this. So I guess... Now if we actually take this, then we're gonna be definitely cutting him off. And therefore you won't be able to finish with that one. So we can be doing a bit more safer fight.
Yep.
107, yeah, we are really growing quite quickly. Borola, this is one of the greatest strategy games of all time, and actually one of the oldest one as well, as far as real-time strategies. The Settlers from 1993. Pretty great game. Always enjoy it on Amiga. Still plays really well. And still also looks pretty well, considering how old it is. Okay, that's a victory, nice. Let's send 2 more dudes in, that's gonna be probably here from the middle. Yep, exactly cut off. So he's not gonna be able to right now man this guardhouse that he had just finished. It's gonna be, of course, making everything a whole lot simpler for us. And is he surprising us? Oh, almost seems like this could be another surprise by him. I mean, like, this one is not gonna be dangerous, this guardhouse, as this potentially the one here to the bottom was. Could have been threatening the mines. But still, I'm thinking if you're gonna be taking this, then we should probably stop him from finishing. Gonna be waiting a bit later. What is he gonna be doing with that? And if it really is a guardhouse.
Yep.
Let's also connect here to the other side. And we have the opportunity.
Yep.
Oh, it's actually much more than cute. It's actually fun to play. When everything is working, it's quite a satisfying feeling. And everything is as it should be. You can see this is basically like a whole supply chain simulator pretty much. Everything needs to be working well. You need to be getting wood and stone for buildings. You need to be getting sawmill to get the extra lumber for being able to construct anything. You need mines, coal, iron and gold. So you can be getting some heavy industry going with smelters that are producing iron bars. They are of course needed for the blacksmith to make weapons and shields. So you can be getting the soldiers. Currently we are having surplus of swords here, so we need to be changing priority. Shields need to be picked up first. So you're gonna be getting a bit more soldiers in there. And yeah, of course the mines, so that they could be working, they need food. So you need to be having farms, and it's going into either piggy farms or you're gonna be going into the mills. Baker, slaughterhouse, to make some bacon for them. Yeah, all kinds of things in here. Quite a complex game actually. And later you get into a campaign and the missions are getting a bit more complicated and you don't get all that many resources to start with. Then you really need to be making the correct choices. What to begin with and how to use the map that you have. It's actually a reasonably deep game. So stone is in, so we know that this is gonna be an attempt. About now for a guardhouse. So could be trying to stop it. Unfortunately we had only Kepler here with Roman. So maybe you're gonna be having to push a few more units into that. I mean, plenty of Romans here. Gonna be probably coming like a reinforcement there. But I don't think there's gonna be anything more than a Kepler here either. So maybe he's gonna be getting lucky. No? Yeah, he will. It's a straight victory for him. It did not? Oh crap. I was hoping that it will. No, he's gonna be getting a bit of ground. It's not much of a problem really. But you're gonna have to win it later. Gonna be having a Roman there, so not great. This may be gilded. No, it isn't. So this one is gonna be gilded though. It's apparently preparing another guardhouse. But damn, I was actually thinking this is gonna be taking at least a bit of the hexagon here to destroy that, but apparently the castle influence is just a bit too strong. So what's the problem here? They apparently seem to be having an issue putting out stone from the castle, but rather, yeah, from the castle. This already seems to be on the way here. Can see it's already waiting. Yeah, no need to be waiting more here, I guess. Just prevent that from happening, or at least try to. And where's the third one coming from? No, it's a bit of a question. Because he could quite easily be going from the top, and I don't want that too much. First two are certainly from the left. The third one, yeah, it's gonna be from there. This one is a bit too far away. Okay, let's send two.
Yep.
And to the bottom is almost finished. We should be gilded here. Not yet. Damn, they're taking their time. You're gonna be having to wait for the gold. Send them first through bottom, and then you're gonna be sending the ones through from the left here to this one to stop this, because I'm thinking that the one on the right is slightly closer because of hills and whatnot. So I need to be playing it optimally. The guardhouse in the middle. I'm thinking we could attack this.
Yep.
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 No, right now I think we need to be waiting for gold here, because yet again I'm having a feeling this one is closer than the one to the left.
Yep.
Okay, it's the one from the top, it's fine, and gonna be stopping this guardhouse. Apparently he wasn't giving all that much gold, because so far we have seen only one gilded guardhouse, that was this one. It's a bit unusual, usually we are having enough gold for at least two, so it's a bit weird. Oh, he's gonna be actually catching reinforcements on the way. Well, good for him, gonna be getting a few wins. So apparently getting even the win to the top, so good, as this one stopped. Gold is in, so therefore, let's go here.
Yep.
Oh, that's actually coming all the way from there. Interesting.
Yep. Yep.
That I did not even consider, and yeah, it really seems that it may be slightly closer. The one to the bottom nonetheless. That bottom one was also gilded, so no problem. It's still fine. 118, yeah.
Yep.
Really in the end game, and he's losing morale real quickly. You're starting to win pretty much like all fights everywhere at this point.
Yep.
Yep, not interested in your expansion all that much, guy. Not really.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Okay, so at this point we're gonna be having to wait a bit before the gold gets distributed in all the correct places. We're gonna be taking some more fights, and oh, it's kinda getting dangerously close to even connecting. But since you're gonna be gilded here, I'm thinking we're gonna be taking this one first and stopping that kind of idea altogether. This one is also closer to this one through bottom, so once you're gonna be getting replacements in, which are already on the way. One Roman there, second is apparently still stuck somewhere in traffic. They're really taking their sweet ass time with this one. What's the problem? The stone was already coming in. He has to be missing some resources for some reason. And they're stuck in the castle. Just haven't found the time to be putting it out yet. But anyway, we have 2 golds here, so I'll just attack that and get rid of it here.
Yep.
The military graph is rather fun at this point. You're having like 93% strength. He's just basically a really minuscule army that he's having. But on the overall, he's still kind of solid enough. He needs to be getting him about like 15-10% before he's gonna be willing to resign. So that means still a lot of guardhouses to be taken. Nice, it's gonna be a win. Not gonna be even sending anything more in here because it should be resulting into a guardhouse that doesn't have any kind of threat potential.
Yep.
And how's it looking here? So, do we have gold there finally? I kinda doubt it slightly, that they already made it sway. It's already made it sway there. Let's see, not really. But if you're gonna be attacking from the bottom, it could be fine. Let's have a look.
Yep.
Okay, coming from the bottom.
Yep.
We can send already both of them in. And I'm thinking that the next ones would be from the right. It seems a bit closer than the one to the left. Think that it is. And no, in the end actually it was the one on the left was closer. Well, at this point this one is not gonna be also threatened. So you're gonna be taking this. Yep, well, then it's gonna be coming home and gonna be getting kinda good ground and plenty of guardhouses next to the castle in case we need to assault that, because sometimes you need to do that as well. But I don't think that's gonna be this case. Usually it's when he has enough time to be producing plenty of soldiers across the game, and then he has like stockpile of, I don't know, 50, 100 soldiers in there, and that's basically preventing him from resigning because he still feels powerful, and you need to reduce that before he's gonna be having different ideas.
Yep.
Now that's a one hell of a bad team. Exactly where a flag should be. No, doesn't matter too much. Let's build a short one here for exactly the crossroads. And potentially later you can just get another, I'm thinking, lumberjack here if you need to.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, this one is so far cut off. That is definitely another guardhouse that he wants to be making. The ones on the right, no, the one on the right, so far not getting built. You can see he's heavily cluttered. He's having quite a solid traffic jam. Yeah, workday morning right here. Can see what kind of queue they have. All the way through the map, all the way here. He's gonna bait out the next one in line. Yep. This one as well, I guess. That's also what you need to be taking care of. AI sometimes can get stuck really badly, which is gonna be making the game a whole lot simpler for you. But you can also quite massively screw yourself if you're not careful enough about that. Because what it can result into is into rather nasty chain of events. If, for example, your opponent attacks you, takes one guardhouse, you don't have soldiers in the next one, then if you are gonna be cluttered on the castle or the storehouse or anything where you have the soldiers, then you're gonna be having problems getting the reinforcements in time, and therefore you can just basically steamroll through you. So it's kinda important to be having the thoroughfares rather well thought out. We are kind of a bit cluttered here, but it's because he overdid slightly the heavy industry. We didn't exactly need the third one of the smelter and the blacksmith, but kind of felt like why not. The mission was already pretty much going to be simpler than usual with how we have played it at the very start, blocking any kind of resources for the opponent. So we could afford to be... how's it called? We could afford a bit of vanity in here. That's what I wanted to say. Actually found another deposit. Just a few minutes ago he was at only 38%. Right now he's at 56%. Good for him and for us. Still pretty solid coal deposits here on the mountain. Why would you be bringing out wheat, for God's sake? I mean, like, yeah, overproducing it heavily. Can see basically on the flags in here and everywhere. Thinking that the bee farmers should be pretty much filled, as they don't use it all that much. Yeah, no, this one is not exactly filled, but can easily get more. And maybe because of the second mill that we built a bit earlier to basically work through all the supply. That was definitely overdoing it. And finally, storehouse is getting built, so he finally got some resources that he needed. But hopefully right about now he's gonna be able to finish already, because he really need to be easing up on this road. I'm hoping that all the agricultural production is gonna be coming there, and not in through castle. It should be really easing up on it quite a bit. Okay, so let's check out what's going on around the realm, especially for Mr. Red. Yeah, he's not gonna be finishing with this anytime soon. Gonna be getting the golds in place way before he's gonna be even ready. Okay, so we have gold here, and is it everywhere? No, still not there. It's a pretty good guardhouse that, from which we want to be sending soldiers into the battle quite assuredly. It has the gold on the way, first one, and second... No. Okay, there it is. Freshly minted. I can probably just close off this part of the map for him, I guess. Let's attempt to do that.
Yep. Yep.
That we haven't seen in a while. No loss of life. So what's this? Yeah, okay, so the house is done. So hopefully right about now, this is gonna be really easing up on the whole thing around the castle there. Pay-per-view before here. Nice. So that's a win, no need to be sending anything more. That's not gonna be needed. Okay, we also don't need to be sending anything here. Because the one here to the left side is gonna be able to attack from there, and not from there.
Yep.
And we have a little pond. So you can be even making a fisherman.
Yep.
Oh, this is kinda stupid, I want it. No! It's kinda thinking connecting from the bottom, but maybe you can just take it through the top. Yeah, doesn't matter too much. But, just to finish, do we have a fisherman? Yes, we have one. And 4 fishing rods. So, we have another one possibility here to the top. So let's just gonna build it for the fun of it.
Yep.
In the late game anyway, so
Yep.
can be affording whatever we want. And therefore let's build one for this little pond here as well. Not gonna be probably too efficient, I'm thinking. But yeah, why not?
Yep.
That's a good replacement to main guys. Liking that quite a bit. No, so let's use you right off the bat.
Yep.
He's falling really quickly. It feels to me that we're gonna be getting him onto the knees next, like maybe even 15 minutes or something like that.
Yep.
I was talking about 50 minutes. There we go. there we go. So, next mission is going to be Beacon. Okay, let's write it down. Need to be finding my paper with codes. So code for mission 20 is Beacon. Okay. Oh, and there's a cute picture with it. Sometimes they actually are, and I'm thinking they are usually when you are finishing some... Yeah, they are basically types of enemies. Like, pictures of them. And I think you get in picture like this every time you basically eliminate one of them from the game altogether. So you probably got rid of this one. Yeah, coming into his castle, exactly. Yeah, no need to be finishing with this. You have already beaten him.